I'm Arlene Lee. I'm the co-chair for the Social Action Committee for Racial Justice, and here today as a citizen and a resident of Kent County to talk about some of the projects that we have as going on.
So we've heard from some other people about the mural projects that are being talked about in Chestertown, and I am just interested to hear your take on it, and particularly what kind of support do you think is out there for this project?
So the street murals together, We Can't Breathe, Black Lives Matter, have a surprising amount of support. When Mariah and Wanda and I presented it at the town council meeting, really just as an idea to get people talking about it, we had no idea that it was going to generate this kind of conversation, which is perfect. It's exactly what we had hoped we would do. But things happened that we didn't anticipate. So Karen Somerville wrote a poetic response to whether or not this would deface our charming downtown, explaining really the history and bringing us up to our present in a way that I think just moved people. And I've heard from people all across the county now that those words alone have brought them out where they would like to contribute money, contribute time, and write letters of support to the mayor and the town, because they now see the significance and the importance of taking a moment, this moment, capturing it and saying, we in Kent County hear, see, and value the Black community.
And what is your answer to the questions about maintenance and how long is it going to last, and maybe there are other things that we should be doing instead?
So taking that in reverse order. So I think that there are other wonderful ideas out there. There are ideas about painting a mural on the side of the Custom House, similar to the Harriet Tubman mural in Cambridge. That would be beautiful. There are ideas about putting a monument down at the end of High Street at the water, so there's a permanent recognition of the Black history in our county, and that's wonderful. Someone suggested a historic marker of some kind where the Uptown Club was, so that we can commemorate the rich musical history that we used to have. I think those are wonderful ideas. They're just not this idea. So Chestertown is now creating a public art commission, and I think that their first task should be to take all of those ideas and create a project that addresses racial justice in our county and in our town. And in the meantime, we have a statement that we would like to make, a statement about our support for the Black community, a statement about how we value them. And so we'll be moving forward with that. In terms of maintenance, we'll be using a durable paint that's created for the street, so that it will have a long life in terms of its ability to stand up to traffic. It won't flake, it will fade over time, but we also are envisioning this as being time limited. Hopefully by then a more permanent memorial could be put into place with all these great ideas that are out there. And if it's defaced in some way, which I hope it isn't, I hope that people see this as something that's beautiful and unifying in our community. But if there's any damage to it, the community who's putting this together has said they'd be willing to maintain it until we decide that it's time to move on to a more permanent display.
And what about funding?
So the funding for this is going to be through private donations. Unless the town decides they would like to assist, there's no request for government funding. So this will all be through individual donors who have said this is important to us. And of course, we'll be going to local foundations that support the arts as well.
And so if somebody wants to contribute, what would they do?
If anyone would like to contribute to the project, there will be on Sumner Hall's website a There will be on Sumner Hall's website a link to Social Action Committee for Racial Justice with instructions about how to make donations. You can make donations there and just mark it for the mural. If you send in a check or if you make a donation through PayPal, just note that it's for the mural. And if you want to join in and help us, you can get in touch with us through the Social Action Committee email, which is sacracialjustice@gmail.com. And we are looking for teams of people to make this a community-wide event.